That doesn't sound quite right to me, does it to you? I'm not sure what that is. I suspect bearings, but I'm not sure. But we're going to explore that. I don't have any lateral side movement in here. This is the 88 KLR 250, so I just don't know, but yeah. We're going to explore that, see what it is. If it is bearings, I do have some new ones, the all balls, which I don't know if I want to do it. Cheap Chinese stuff. I may just order Timken, but I don't plan on riding this bike that much. I don't know. But I know one tool I need is a cup of coffee. Yep. Look at that. It's dirty. I've been drinking out of this before. Coffee. 19 millimeter, 23 millimeter, and needle nose pliers. So let's get moving on that, shall we? I'm going to take this tire off and we'll look at the bearings. Okay, so I got the wheel off and take the sprocket off, and this is just like a little, it's kind of like a seal, I guess, spacer. I'm going to clean everything up, see if I can see any rubbing, because I don't see any rubbing. I don't see any metal rubbing on the outside there. That looks good. A little dirty, but that goes this way into the into the drive hub. Put that aside. Here's the sprocket end. There's a bearing in here, and there's a spacer that I can pull out, I believe. Yep. That spacer goes like so, goes into the drive hub, that small end down. That bearing feels really good. It's not loose, not sloppy, it's not dirty, it's all greased up. Let's put that back in. I don't know what's going on here. Don't know. I know I'm getting dirty. Okay, let's get all this grease out of here. The grease looks good. I mean, I don't see any rubbing anywhere, but it would be like a mild rubbing. It was like a, I don't know what that noise would be. Let me show you this. That bearing feels really good. I do have a new cush drive. This one's all hard. I'm going to replace that. That bearing feels really good. There's no play in it. There's no notchiness. It's smooth. Let's check the other side. Brake drum side. Clean that out a little bit. I don't see any rubbing here. I don't see any rubbing anywhere, really. My drum looks kind of nasty. That's smooth. There's no play in it. There is another bearing down inside there, though. Oh, you know what else there's here? There's a, what is that? Is that a snap ring or is that a seal? Looks like a snap ring in there. I believe it is. There's a snap ring in there. I'll have to look at the diagrams. But that looks good. I mean, could it be that center bearing? There's 3 bearings in this hub. I think 1, 2, yeah, 3 bearings. It looks like there may be a little rubbing right there, though. Right? I don't know if I'll be able to pick that up. Right. I wonder if that's it. Oops, right there. See that? Huh. Let me look. Let me look at my brake drum. What would that be from? Oh, and I do see a lot of like aluminum. Oh, look, it looks like it was rubbing on the spring. That would do it. See right there? I wonder why it did that. Why is it rubbing on that spring? So I have all kinds of grit in there now. And I could see where it was rubbing right there. Aha! Why would it do that though? Why would it rub? Unless these brake shoes are installed backwards, but they sure don't look like it. There's a difference between this spring and this spring. They look like they're different lengths. I wonder, gosh. Huh. Yeah, that would do it. That would do it for sure. But why? I wonder if these are these springs flip-flopped. I did put these pads on. No? Did I? No, these pads are on here. So, do I? Gosh. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Let me do some digging and we'll figure this out, because that ain't right. That ain't supposed to be rubbing, but at least I found the problem. Let me get my hands cleaned up. Yuck. Okay, I think I may have found the problem. You can see here this spring. See how it's setting down there, and here it's up. And these are setting way down. I think that's up too far and it's causing it to go out, so it's not in the right place. So I'm going to try and drive that down. I don't know what the deal is there. Try and get that down, that spring down right there, and see if that helps. Then we'll put the wheel back on, I think. Okay, I'm looking into more options, possibly what's going on here. I'm thinking part of the problem is this casting. See there and there, sticking out a lot. I'm going to try grinding, taking this all apart, grinding those down. And possibly, it's kind of weird because this spring is like an over-under. And this one is either under or over, and I'm not sure. I'll have to do more digging on that, but I got to grind that down, and because that just doesn't give me enough room. It kind of, the spring hits it, kind of bends around. You can kind of see some marks where the spring was hitting there too. So maybe this is the wrong spring as well. I don't know. I'm gonna have to explore more. Explore more, bro. Okay, so I did do a little bit of grinding. There was right here, we could see that there was quite a bit of what would you call it? Kind of a burr from the factory, or a casting marks. Here's some other pads I have. You can kind of see it here. This one here isn't nearly as pronounced as these were. So I don't know. This is kind of a really odd situation. I don't know why it happened now and not before. It looks like the spring. These are new pads. These are for the KLR. The springs. This is a new spring. Is this a new spring? This is the old spring. You can kind of see the wear marks right there. I mean, it's aluminum on steel, so it didn't wear much. More like just cleaned it off. But the bends are a little different. I'm not going to change these pads right now. I'm going to keep rocking these old ones. I have these new ones. I'm going to do that at a later date. I did just kind of lightly grease up the drum hub, I guess you would call it. Cleaned it up a bit. There's all kinds of crap in there, but did that. So I greased the pivot points. I believe these pivot points are also, I think they're replaceable. I know this one is, but this one I'm not sure. I'll have to look in the document. I also did look in the manual to see if I had my orientation right, as far as the springs. And these pictures are kind of hard to see, but if we can see that one, if that'll even show up. They do show the spring on the top and outside, the one that was hitting. And this one is an over-under, but yeah, we'll put this back together and see if it still squeaks. Is there anything else I wanted to say? I don't know. I don't think so. I think that was it. Yeah. First, I would show this working. Looks like before this was kind of bent out a little bit, which would obviously cause the rubbing. Why, I don't know. This kind of moves up and down. I'm wondering if that bend is not quite right, because this other side does not move at all. So I'm wondering if I shouldn't get in there and see if I can't bend that spring a little bit. But it was a booger to get in there. I don't know how I'm going to get that out. I really don't. But at least I know what the problem is now. So if it does start squeaking, I'm just going to replace all these components with the new ones. I know I should do it now. Hey, here goes nothing. Look at that, nice and smooth. Let's apply the brake a couple times and see if anything gets goofy. No noise. So I think our problem is averted. That's kind of I've never heard of anybody having this issue or seen it happen before, where the spring is impacting the hub. I know it's a weird one, but hey, you know, that's what YouTube is for now. You can search for anything and find it, you know. Now people can search for, why is my rear wheel squeaking? Well, maybe it's your drum brake spring or something like that, not bearings. I thought for sure this would be a bearing issue, and obviously not. Anyways, look how dirty my back is. I need to clean it up again. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hey, please like and subscribe. Comment below if you found this interesting and helpful, whatever. And we will see you in the next one.